And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Through the final chicane and the AlphaTauri hits the wall of champions.
Yeah.
To the elite race, it'll be casted by myself, Astral, Ryan.
Hello there.
Currently got it's coming out.
Oh, we're already jumping right into it.
Let's get on Kingsman. Ryan, you wanna on his lap?
Sure, I'm just looking around the field right now, looking at standings type of stuff. Let's see, there we go. You have no audio? Alright.
There we go. That was
It's gonna be one of the castings of all time, you can already tell.
I'm not. As long as we don't talk about cars, we'll be fine. A lot of people coming out now. Been a hot minute since Ryan's been involved with it. How was your race back, Ryan?
Nothing has changed. It's still the Rocket Sundays I know.
Rocket
So
Sundays?
Kingsman starts his lap, or Formula Sundays, same thing. Alright, well, Kingsman's off to his lap now, going into turn 1 right now.
How's he gonna do? The entry into turn 3 needs to hit the breaking point perfect. Looked a little slow on the exit for me, but I'm also very slow, so I can't really. Ryan, we're so good at this.
Yeah, no, I'm still figuring this out. You throw me into the dark here. I'm working on it.
Kingsman's coming onto the third sector here. That's So we've got Yaneman on the intermediates, Switcheroo and Donny also on.
Expecting some rain, we see. Can we
Kingsman
see?
sets the provisional pole with a 1:04.263.
Could be huge here if it does end up starting to rain.
It could be. Game changer. I mean, the battle's already very close enough. Obviously,
I almost feel like this is a mistake from the intermediate drivers. Why there's clearly enough time for a soft lap.
Oh, for God's sake! I've went to go accept an invite and as in friend request, but I misread it. I am now going into another session. Great.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and keep you updated on what's as to what's going on right now.
Please bear with, guys.
As Siegel has just taken pole position with a 103.8, so that's a solid 3/10 faster than both Mr. Mouse and Phantominum. That name is difficult. Goddamn. So, but yeah, solid low 104s there. But Siegel's definitely setting the bar. And there's also just there's a intermediate driver on the grass. It's Fury's Donny. I have no clue what he's doing on the grass, but he's on the grass.
That's the last thing that we want to have. I'm back in now, and I am with who are we going for?
Mike, Declan, I've been told your mic is cutting in and out.
It's maybe clipping. That's why. Okay, un momento whilst I try and fix this. Sunday streams are. Animate.
We Quumber's on the end of his hold up here. He's coming into the final two corners. Puts it onto P8. So far, nobody's gotten close to Siegel yet. He's looking like far and away the fastest driver. Even Jimsky can't keep up with him unless he somewhere screwed up his lap somewhere.
Okay, so Yaneman's now setting his lap. I don't know what I'm saying there. Coming up to turn 1 now. Get this really nice. The cut kind of parameter, I guess, would be maybe the right word. You can cut the first corner, but you need to be really careful with it. It's coming up to turn 3 now. A little bit of traffic ahead. Oh, I have now added my track map back again. So it doesn't seem that he's got any traffic. Up to the McLaren here, tucked away nicely. Up 2.1 seconds. Also with a disqualification for blocking the pit lane. That also happened in the Challenger race. Be an issue with people trying to get out of the way but not realizing they're in the way of the pits. And what's Yaneman? Yaneman puts on pole with a 1 minute 3.7.
Spicy lap.
That's a very good lap from Yaneman. Got Meals in his out lap coming in the final corner as well. A little bit of a wobble in the exit of turn 1. Small amount of traffic as well for head here. Not too sure if all of them are. Cherry seems to be on an outlap. Kingsman, I believe, on a flying lap.
Switcheroo also just started this flying lap.
Like McLaren getting out of the way. AlphaTauri's off the track. Sorry, they are just on the side of the track. Girls comes onto the final corner. Is he good enough to put it on pole? Fortunately not, with a 1 minute 4. Currently in P4. Say Switcheroo. Just Switcheroo coming in. I think Switcheroo's binned his lap.
He's still pushing from the looks of it. He's coming down coming up to the line now.
He's flashing and going quite slow.
That's a great. What Switcheroo? Are we looking at the same person? He just put it at 103.
Nope, I'm looking at MQ on boards. Yep.
Yeah.
To the board. With Fanta.
Furious Donnie's also getting the end of his hot lap right now. Not a bad effort. He's put it in P10. And he's put it into the wall. He's out. Seems like he was happy with that lap.
Last minute moving. So Debbie Manes. I do apologize for anyone watching that this is maybe not the greatest. Having also some audio issues, and also me and Ryan haven't done this in a very long time, so
This was all very last second, but we are trying our best.
gonna pull through. All gonna be great. So
A good time.
Gediminas is on his flying lap now. Down 400s. No, up 400s. I always get mixed up with the minus and the plus symbol. I don't know why the plus means down and the minus means up. But,
It makes sense. So,
I mean, it makes sense because it's deducting from the time, but like
yeah.
initially seeing a plus symbol would make you think it's better.
And he spun.
And
Oh
Gediminas
no.
spun. Unfortunate for him. That's the Fanta.
Fanta backed off.
Jimsky, sorry. Jimsky coming up to the second last corner here.
Into the pits. That's
And
what he
to the
did.
pits,
He
yeah.
did.
Great.
Nobody's giving us any footage.
And like Fanta has invalidated his lap.
Siegel comes up to the line here. Completely glossed over Siegel.
And
Does not improve.
it went down by 5,000ths of a second. That's impressive.
Well, he's there. He's there. He's
Yeah.
in.
Is MQ on a lap? I believe so. He is down by 1.2 seconds though. I don't think he's gonna. If this was original qualifying format, he would. No. And yeah,
Yanomon could still be on us on a lap here.
we've still got
Yeah,
enough time for people to pull out some interesting laps. Jimsky could pull out something.
Yanomon is just setting the pace again. Wow.
2/10 off of Siegel. And it's minus switcher to be starting potentially his final lap. Off through. Up to the first corner. Bit tricky. Find the margin to get through there. Bit of a wobble on the exit as well. Not taking too much curb on the exit. Super careful with that one. Will pull. Snapping a little bit. We have a Ferrari.
Oh, the other two cars are still in their out laps.
Yeah.
That switcher was just abandoned.
Yeah, switcheroos
Oh,
abandoned me.
yeah, he has. So currently we're waiting on the two out laps from the Ferrari and the Mercedes, and the rest are just waiting for their final runs of the session.
Yeah, so switcheroo into the pits. This with Jimmy. Gedimina.
No, Fantas with Jimsky.
No, I
And
mean like
Ferrari.
on the track right now is
It's yeah, Garaminas, yeah.
Jimsky having one last attempt, but this can he take it? I've had talking from the past couple of weeks, maybe he's got it in him. I think Jimsky's pretty decent at pulling the fastest lap out on his final attempt.
It would be one heck of a time to do it, because this is like the perfect race for him to try and pull away with the championship.
Yeah, so the 1036 is already pretty fast. If anyone goes faster than that, I'm gonna be impressed. Like, and if Purple Sector 2
Yeah, the Minas in front of him was already
Up
abandoned.
500 as well. Imsky may very well manage to do it depending on how his exit of final corner is.
Looks good.
Looks decent. Has he got it?
Ooh,
Doesn't have it.
so close.
Very close. I think he didn't improve on his previous time though.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
He did by a hundredth.
Ah, okay.
So just ever so slightly. Could be a problem for him here starting P4, if not lower, if people start improving.
Yeah. Yes. He's on the lap now. Yeah, coming up to turn 3.
He's trying it with very low ERS as well. Curious if this is going to work out for him.
Delta past the sector. Yeah. It's up
He's up.
by 1/10. 10th and a half. Say.
That will get him to P10 currently, maybe even P9 if he pushes hard enough.
He gets a really good launch out of this last
Oh,
corner
I think
as
he
well.
did he. Yeah, he invalidated.
Yeah,
He
he's
just went white there.
invalidated. That's
That
heartbreaking.
is unfortunate.
That
Yeah.
could have been potentially a top 10 finish. Start, sorry. On another lap, maybe? No. No, Jimski's sending it again. So I was wrong. He is not just setting the this one. However, pretty slow lap run there. You building up the DRS so he can. I always love the sound of the curbs. The cars go over them. Oh, it's just somewhat satisfaction. Satisfaction? Yes, satisfying. Doing after the end of sector 2? Question.
In the meantime, Siegel's up nearly a tenth.
Jimski's up by 800. If he's gonna do it, it's gonna be marginal.
Siegel's up 3/10.
3/10. Where's Siegel? Just
Siegel,
behind him.
just behind him.
Yeah, no worry. And Jimski validated.
Siegel coming up on the final corner now.
And
102.5.
103.5.
Yeah. Only. I think people got. I think people got what I was trying to say.
Bane as well. On a flyer here.
Yeah, also
to
up on his
second
time.
last.
Mr. Mouse also up on his time.
In 4.
Mr. Mouse shoots up to P5.
Damn.
Great lap for him.
Emil's coming around the last corner as well. Does he have enough?
He might be able to sneak a few places in. Stays in P9. That's it. Oh, Siegel, Janneman, and Master Jan. And
So lining up the
wow.
first row is Siegel and Janneman. Dimsky dropping down to P7. He had a pretty decent start to the qualifying session, but track limits are always going to be annoying on this one. And the two McLarens starting not alongside each other, or are they? No. Just behind and in front of each other. So we've got the Ferraris next to each other as well. AlphaTauris. Quite interesting.
Also, note that Marcel Jan was only 1/1000th of a second slower than Janneman here.
Yeah, it is impressive, the gap difference on this track as well. It's always going to be quite marginal. Nice, lovely view pit lane for us.
As always.
See the cars just to the right there.
Yep, that's totally not the focus. We're focused on the beautiful NPCs that EA has put into the game.
I'm focusing on the Williams garage. Great potential. Yeah, the Cars movie is it's something. Feel like we need to give a nod to Doom at some point.
Doom abandoned us.
Nice.
Alright, well,
Okay, so we're off in the. So I'm
it's
running the
out of
tool as
nowhere.
well, but for some reason my tool is on season 15, 14 Challenger, but it should be on season 15 Elite. So I don't know if the stats are going to work today.
That will be a shame.
Okay, I believe it's fixed and it'll be just for the race. But stats are better. Some stats are better than those.
Always, always. So what are we expecting here? Are we expecting a straight up aggression from Yonamon here? Or
I'm
are we gonna...
expecting Siegel to take the lead, but to maintain the lead, sorry, into turn 1. Maybe be on the outside of turn 3 and then get swooped by Yaneman and potentially Marcel. I'm assuming maybe the back end of the grid. Not too clued up on most of them. It's nice to see the Alpines role-playing the actual 24 season qualifying near the well, at the back of the grid, sorry.
In style. We also got the stray Mercedes over there from Lewis Hamilton, you know.
Yeah, I think he actually does race in the Hamilton seat.
That would be funny. All right, cars are lining up now.
Good evening, Curabold. Just want to say your performance in Challenger was amazing, and I'm happy we've got someone fast to represent Scotland. There we are. Cars lining up. Last couple of cars. Doesn't seem to be anyone disqualified for not parking correctly. I can't see the lights, so
We're so far away, yeah.
why are we half a mile away?
And
Okay,
they're off.
we're off. Oh,
There we
camera
go.
angle change. Okay, so yeah, as predicted, Siegel maintaining the lead in turn 1.
Oh, we got some people going wide in turn 1. It's mostly the Alpine though.
Yeah,
First one looking good. Can they get through the third?
Laren's getting a bit aggressive in his second corner there. Always been baffled as to why it's the second corner.
Hard.
Siegel maintaining the lead as well, which is almost a second ahead. And in a Red Bull. So there we go. He's cleared the second.
He's clearly cheating. Pretty much the perfect race start. Nothing's gone wrong, really.
Always nice when you see I don't know, the first lap not have any issue. So far, Kingsman's dropped 3 places down in the 13th, sorry. Yeah, it's just and then back down to 14th. So there's a little bit of a battle going on between Kingsman and Hades. Hades been taken over by the Alpine. Let's have a little look at that. Johnny having a look on the inside there. right stick at them.
Is it just me, or does it say for you as well that Donnie and
Oh, and we've had
oh
Donny
my
off.
god!
Donny's off.
And it's a virtual safety car. Yeah.
Yes, see, slow everyone down.
Swisheroo getting a
Is the current
severe collision penalty.
esports champion actually Scottish? Is it Lucas?
Yes. Yeah, Lucas Blakely.
Hell yes. It is noted that you don't necessarily need to maintain within 10 car lengths of the car in front under virtual safety car.
You do not know.
So this is, you know, a great area.
Interesting tactic here. Swisheroo has trying to get rid of his 5-second penalty, but he's also getting rid of his 1-lap old heart here. Gonna try and stick it out on the mediums, but for how long?
Riding on with Hussein, currently in P2, has both the AlphaTauris. Making some moves. Well, Kingsman back to his original starting position. And there we go, DRS has been enabled. Just gonna change anything up into turn 1 for the front half of the grid. Ooh! JT Ty, a contact from behind them. Hussein had the fastest sector. Same again, so I believe Yaneman and Marcel is probably getting those fastest sectors right behind them. Mostly everyone running well. And have a slow moving Williams. Switcheroo. Sure what happened there. Can't see any damage. And doesn't seem to be any damage on Donny. Setting the fastest lap. It's a very close fight, well, close group at the front. Obviously, they'll maybe head that a bit.
No, he's actually lost some time compared to the same. He was like a second ahead.
And lose time as well.
Yeah, I think he's let Marcel by, not only in the interest of his championship challenge, but also just overall pace. It looks like the race pace is just superior for Marcel.
Yeah. Fanta's. Oh, sorry, Mr. Mouse and then Fanta are the two that seem to be out with DRS range, and Donny, Mofa, now Kingsman as well. Other than that, I think everyone's within the DRS range.
Hussein is getting really close now. He's probably gonna try. He might try here on turn 3. Doesn't decide to go for it.
Not an awful lot happening in this race. It's pretty clean. No mistakes from anyone so far either. Going with the McLaren and Cherry as well. Seems to be maintaining a decent gap to Kingsman behind him, other teammates, but I believe Cherry might be further ahead. I can't remember though. Cherry further ahead than Kingsman standings.
No, Kingsman's dead.
Ah. Oh wait, yes, that makes more sense because Cherry has missed more. 3-second penalty.
In the meantime, he signed his little three alongside of each other to going into turn 3. Just like that, Marcel's in the lead.
Got a contact or a wobble, maybe. Maybe look more like a wobble from Hussein there.
Yeah, no, just a little bit of wheel spin.
Well, the battle for first is between 4 cars essentially. Jimsky coming in to round off that battle as well.
Yeah, all within a second of each other now.
Switch, I believe. Going quite slow around turn.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't quite know what's going on with Switcheroo here, but he's already been lapped. He's ignoring blue flags. He's making it really hard for other people that are trying to race.
I don't know why he's getting involved with
That's
this fight.
that's why he was setting a fastest lap.
It's all well and
It's not-
good to obviously set the fastest lap, and it's kind of a little bit boost to yourself. But unfortunately, if you're not within those top 10 finishing places, you're not going to get the point.
Wow, and we've just shuffled up the top 3 again. Hussein's down first, Siegel in second, and Janeman is in third. Marcel's dropped to fourth.
I believe Switcheroo will get a penalty sometime soon.
He's already gotten a penalty for ignoring blue flags.
Yeah, he's got a 5-second penalty. Shane with the lead as well as good. Yeah, so that's
And he's
10
got
second
another.
penalties for
Yeah.
ignoring the blue flags. He's hard racing Siegel as well.
Costing Siegel a lot of time here. This is actually a problem.
He's just getting in the way. Like, this is just.
This is a penalty waiting to happen.
I mean, this might be a bit extreme saying this, but it's just poor racecraft. Like, why are you. Like.
You mean sportsmanship?
Yes. You're entitled to unlap yourself if you are faster, but if you're fighting the cars and they're trying to get, like they're struggling to get past you because you're just getting in the way, it's not right.
I mean, he is faster, but there's a problem with literally interfering with the race lead, because that's what he is doing.
He's allowed to unlap himself, but personally, I don't think, like now, obviously maybe there's a little bit of a gap, but at the same time, is that within a second? If he can get himself out of the second, then maybe he can stay ahead. But so far, we're looking at blue flags. Seems to have pulled ahead enough. As Fabian says, he is allowed to unlap himself, but when it comes to interfering with the rest of the race, there is a limit. You get 3 warnings for ignoring blue flags, and that warning comes up for quite a while. The blue flag, faster cars lap, or whatever the message comes up as. It's up for quite some time, so if you're ignoring that, and you're still fighting alongside some drivers, then not entirely too sure what's going on there.
And he also picked up his first warning. It's a lot of track limit warnings coming through now for people. Probably gonna play into the race later as well.
Got JT Gedemina's Alpha now getting one as I'm going to that and switcheroo with the 1 track limits, but the 3 oh, snap from Dimsky there. Manages to correct it and maintain ahead of Marcel. And contact between Marcel and Jimsky. Sneaking through the inside there as well. Could be wrong, but I think Mr. Mouse might. I think it was just the angle lighting that made it look like he had no end plate.
I actually really like the strategy Yonemon's gone for here. He's put on the hards and he's keeping up with the medium runners, so this is going to be really good for him when coming into the second stint.
It's impressive when you keep up with the medium and the hards. It's even more impressive when you keep up with the softs whilst on the hards. This one is switching quite a lot recently. It's always bothered me that the sponsor on the side of the McLaren never gets put in the game. I mean, I understand why. Obviously, it's a nicotine product. Can't put that in a game that eventually win. The same with all the gambling sponsors on any other car as well. But that's something I am happy about with the next game of KX being just too bare.
Yeah, you're right. It's a little bit bland.
Kingsman seems to be pulling ahead a little. Not by much, but enough to keep and Quambors. Quambors? I don't know how to say his name. Fabian says, well, unlapping doesn't work without interfering. I mean...
Exactly, yeah. No, but that's why you should only interfere or unlap yourself when it's possible and people are
if
not
you are
actively
swarmed
fighting
by
for a lead.
cars that are going either the same speed or faster than you, should slowing down, moving off the line and letting them through. Just the standard practice. And kill again here. Ganovan seems to be gaining quite a bit on Seagull. Straight. On the corners well, so I'm assuming...
Which makes sense with his tires.
Yeah, and I believe maybe Seagull using a higher wing setup.
Also possible. Also note that Hussein and Seagull are actively fighting, so that's gonna make it easier for Ganovan to stay with him. It's all working out perfectly for him. He just has to sit behind and wait for them to pit, and then he can just try and take off. No reason for him to fight right now. He just needs to keep as many people behind as he can. As long as he can keep Mr. Mouse out of DRS, he should be fine.
I wouldn't say he was unlapping him. He's trying to. Wasn't going that well. Got chat saying that he was trying. Well, he was just unlapping himself. But I mean, the game wouldn't give you 3 penalties, flags for successfully unlapping yourself.
Well, we are gonna get at the point here where we're gonna probably start to see the first pitters, like in any of the next like 5 laps now, probably.
I think the pit window for the mediums, the 50% roundabout, say 16, 18, maybe.
I mean, I drove almost 20 laps on my mediums in the challenge race.
I
So
did. I did my from lap end of lap 10, I think.
there we
Yeah,
go.
so
Seagull's going for another push for P1.
So all of that to just DNF. Unfortunate. Didn't have the greatest start to the race. I think he got into contact with cars at the back of the grid as well.
I think he got caught up in Donnie's spin. So they pitted at the same time. Oh yeah, wait, he did. He got a severe collision with someone else, a 5-second penalty, which cost him the pit. That's what happened.
Not great. Loving the battle front here. Obviously now in the
He's trying to pull away here. Already gained 5 tenths.
yeah.
But yeah, the DRS is so strong. Like 2 tenths just got vaporized. And another DRS zone straight away. He's gonna be right alongside him again.
He's all Seagull seems to be doing not throughout the entire straight, but first part. Fanta joining the club with the track limits penalties.
Hussein does have a 30% ERS advantage over Seagull here, so it's only going to be a matter of time before he overtakes him again, probably. Same as we look for like Jimsky, for example. He's on 30% ERS, so that would mean he's kind of struggling to keep up with the rest of the guys in front of him, and that's really going to be a problem for him later. If you look at anyone else around them, they're like anywhere between 50 to 70% ERS.
Yeah. So Fabian's obviously pointing out something as well.
There we go. First
Sure
pitch.
what the messages response from something I said. But he said unlapping himself just to retire on track. So that's an on-track retirement. So that's
Yeah,
even
that's
further penalties.
that is exactly what he did, Fabian. Well, Seagull and Jimsky coming out of the pit together now. Already going to be ahead of the other Ferrari.
I
Looks
think
like
they're maybe gonna get
Seagull will be.
Seagull just missing out.
Oh, that's going to be huge for Jimsky here. His teammate could help him out here big time.
So we have one
Anytime.
DNF from the race so far. Another track limits for Donny. Well, it's first. Another one to the club. But
In the meantime, Yannaman has taken the lead here and is comfortably pulling away from those 17-lap old mediums. Interesting enough, Mr. Mouse is also pitting even though he was on the hards.
very interesting.
And also that fastest lap that Swisher got on those softs has also been taken away by Emils
The
now.
total time in the elite was a 103.5, I believe.
It was a 103.561, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly, but the exact time I'm not sure, but it was a 103.5, yeah.
Rather unfortunate that Twitcher decided to But we're seeing the track limits ramp up as well. Gediminas with the 9 seconds.
How long does an average? How long does the pit a pit take average on average? Like 23 seconds.
It obviously differs between tracks. I think
Yeah, but
this
I'm
one's
talking about this
relatively
one.
short. I think it's
Yeah.
18 seconds.
18.
I could
Jan-
be wrong.
That could be bad for Janeman here. It's only 14 seconds ahead of Jimsky and Siegel here. Which would mean that Jimsky is in professional P1. But it looks like this is going to be a fight until the line here. They are not letting each other go.
JT getting past Marcel on the inside of 4 as well.
Caution in sector 1 and a virtual safety car. That's perfect for Janeman.
Donny, I believe, maybe took too much curb.
Yep, Janeman's diving into the pits is actually working out perfectly for him.
That couldn't have come at a better time for Janeman. He's literally just been handed the lead again. And yeah, he's
What? He just teleported to the front. What? Huh? What just happened?
Just teleported to the front.
Janeman teleported from the pits until the starting line, then teleported back into the pits.
Interesting.
But yeah, he's got a 2-second lead now. He's got mediums, so he has a chance to pull away here.
What does that mean, Fabian?
Jawohl. Yes.
Oh.
So let's see it. Can Janeman pull away from Jimsky and Siegel and maintain that lead?
Yeah, Jim. Losing time to Janeman as well.
I mean, that's expected. He's got
Yeah.
the slower tire.
Oh, and Janeman has the fresh medium as well, so he'll have that extra.
Yeah, Janeman just has to hope now that he can maintain a solid enough pace in the upcoming 15 laps to maintain this gap.
The last thing you want though is Janeman to get a track limit that will put him down. 5?
P4.
Yeah, P4. Seems to be keeping it clean. Mistakes from them going wide or anything.
Good thing is that Siegel and Jimsky are still fighting, so Janeman's not gonna really be losing any time unless they're like actually helping each other get to the front, which they might be doing from the looks of it.
Medaminas with another track limit following. Just 12 seconds. Still maintains 13th place for now at least. No, still maintains 13th because Ofa has 6 seconds. And Donny with another. Only 1 out of the top 5 with the track limit as well. Nice to see them track limit. Rather surprised there has been no full safety car.
I mean, nothing has really happened to warrant a full safety car.
Hello, esports 2.
So who's hiding over there?
Probably gonna be like Kirby.
Why is he speaking Dutch though? I'm sorry, Cool Daddy is not in this race. Would have been very funny though. I would have taken up that offer if you offered to me earlier.
Donny side of the track there. I like
Actually, not the first time.
The faster cars still well.
I mean, he has already been lapped, so there's no reason why he wouldn't.
Jimsky gonna get Siegel though? That's the thing. They'd look relatively alongside.
What they're currently, the only thing that would make sense for them to be doing is just using each other's toes to try and catch up to Yanamon, or at least keep him within striking distance.
Yeah, so that
They're gonna have to hope that
2.7
Yanamon's tires drop off.
2.7 gap to be fluctuating around about the time there. And
Right,
top
if
5.
everything keeps going,
Well, from second to fifth, we're all within. Well, quite a spread. I thought that I would have assumed that the gaps would have been a lot tighter. Fanta with another track limits there, dropping him down to I think P10. Can't do quick math. Especially.
oh, into the caution.
That'd be nice.
Slow Mercedes.
Tired in the pits. Love to see, we always love to see them retiring in the pits. So Jimsky has made the move on Siegel. Currently running in. If you were rooting for any driver in the elite tier, your money on. Who would you not who do you think is gonna win? Who would you like to see getting the wins and obviously like just doing the best out of that handful?
Well, I don't want to say Siegel or Jimsky because they've been up there for so long, you know. So
Yeah.
I like the fact that Yanamon is ahead and actually giving them a real race. So, from the looks of it, Yanamon has a 3-lap tire advantage here. I almost don't see him giving this away anymore.
Yeah.
He's keeping this gap nice and tidy, you know.
I'm quite liking performance from Niels. I'm always rooting for him. I'm always wanting him seems to do well in qualifying, but then seems to not be as great, maybe? Not that he isn't great, but
I mean, for like, if I'm looking at the competition he's dealing with, he is pretty much right where I expect him to be.
yeah.
Or at least like at the highest he could possibly be.
Fanta burning all the ER.
I'm
Remember, the
also
performance of the car changes when you drop below 10%.
I'm also trying to figure out what exactly happened to Marcel for him to have dropped down to P9.
Too sure. Battle between him and JT kind of close as well.
Yeah, they got their own little DRS train going on over here.
He's had as well. Currently quite low, he's below the 10%. And Marcel joins the club, fortunately, with the track limits. Got Donny off at turn 3. Cherry with another penalty. Donny moved out of the way of the Alpine. At this point,
Yeah.
from your perspective, what would you be doing in Donny's situation? You seem to be 2 laps down, 6 seconds of time penalties. Are you still racing to see if you can somehow unlap yourself and go for it, or do you just pull into the pits and retire?
Knowing me, and the amount of anger I've experienced playing this game, I retire.
See,
Um,
that's where we differ. I would just try and pull it. I'd try and send it as hard as I could.
You see, it depends though, right? Because if it's like in the race I've had just today, I would probably just keep going for the sake of like, okay, I'm just doing a one-off, you know, I'm having fun. If it was like I'm competing for a championship and I'm trying to get points, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'm good, I'm good.
I don't suppose we'll see an appearance next week.
I will see. We'll see.
When I tell you the track, I don't think you'll be up for it.
What is the track?
It's Vegas.
Oh, somehow I kinda am. But the last time I drove on that track, I did not enjoy it. It
Yeah.
also did not last very long, because
No.
someone rear-ended me.
Rear end.
Who was it again?
I know it definitely couldn't have been me because I was
No.
rear-ended by Aries and lost the car the next corner.
No, it wasn't you. It was someone else. I have the clip still on my PC somewhere, but
That'd be interesting to go back and look.
that was a good. It was gonna be a good race for me too. I was qualified P2. I was like, oh, I was feeling it. Also cool. I love you too. You're my boy.
Taking the position back. We'll move here.
Another Sector 3 caution, but it doesn't look like anyone's in trouble.
Seemed anyone? Maybe could have been.
Could have been
Slow LP.
Donnie. He's about to get lapped again, yeah.
Yeah, either Mofa or Donnie. I think those two have been lapped. And Jimsky back ahead.
I gotta give it to Jimsky. He's recovered brilliantly in this race. It's looking like he was gonna have a tough race in the first stint.
And Siegel going down the inside. Jesus.
Yeah, no,
What
these guys are fighting for the championship here. Every point's gonna count, especially because it doesn't look like they're catching Yunam on this race.
Yeah, so it's essentially the battle for second place here. There is still time. Ganneman could make a mistake. Somehow Siegel and Ski could catch up other ways. But very much looking like it's going to be battle for P2 here. And they are giving everything.
Yeah, they are both out of ERS.
Jimsky on the inside is going to try and make them turn 3. Doesn't need to.
Doesn't need to. That said, though, Siegel's gonna have DRS here.
It's always fun to try and be alongside a car, maybe back out that little bit. I think that's Donnie in sector 2. Iron Spy.
Donnie once again doing the funny.
With as aggressive as both Siegel and Jimsky are, I'm surprised none of them have ran wide.
That or lose time,
or
you know?
lose time
Yeah,
to the cars behind. Like this,
yeah.
they're fighting super hard, but maintaining the gap. Insane.
They're fighting smart. They're only overtaking each other on straights. They're not diving down the inside, you know? They're just trading leads, not doing anything too crazy. It's all gonna come down to the last lap anyway.
Always love a last
Yeah,
lap.
I mean, see what Jim Siegel's doing here. Siegel's clearly saving his ERS here for the last lap. Meanwhile, Jimsky's still using to try and stay in front.
Yes, Jimsky's on the 5% on 27s. Doesn't have a lot, but he has quite a lot more than Jimsky to push it on the straights if you see.
Yeah, no, I think he's gonna make a play in the last lap here. He's trying to save ERS.
The McLaren swapping. Very close a bit there.
Yeah, no, there's no way Yundeman's giving this away. Gap's still the same. He still has 80% DRS. He is fine. I can't wait for him to just like have his brake pedal break and just slam into the wall.
He looked like he was lining up to go on the inside of
There's no point for him. He's got the ERS advantage. It's all gonna come down to the last lap anyways. But Donny takes the fastest lap. Yeah. That's a point taken away from Emil's, yeah.
It's going to annoy some of the front runners there.
Also, we got a little side-to-side action here in, for P6 and P7.
I remember,
Ty and Mr. Mouse.
I think it was last season, Kingsman, we did Texas, and I had probably one of the worst starts to the race. So I'd fallen back, and I think I was in, and then I was so far behind. I was like, I'm gonna just do something just to see if I can actually do it up, which was box for set of softs and just send it. And I got the fastest lap, took it in, no one managed to pass it.
Yeah, it's some top tier tomfoolery, you know. Just take some points away from the big boys.
I'm rather upset that we shortened the calendar to have 10 races instead of 12 that we usually do because of the new game. But the new game still seems quite broken, and it doesn't look like it's going to get fixed on initial launch. So I think the talks are we're going to do one more on this, probably another 10 race.
Or just go back for a throwback series on 20. How hard would that go?
Siegel just ran wide there, so that's him going to be on at least 1-1.
Well, it's going to come down to this lap here. Siegel's got all saved up ERS here. Someone just came out of the pits that's ready to just give a nice toe to Jimsky here. That's going to be great for him. Never mind.
Siegel on the inside.
Siegel's flying.
There. And still a lovely boot.
It's not over yet, though. Jimsky's right on his ass. Just going for the running outside.
Yeah, they are going to be giving absolute everything.
Jimsky's ahead here.
Jimsky's ahead. Can he
I think he's got it.
Ahead, though.
I think he's got it. Siegel's out of ERS.
The only thing that I can think happening here is somehow Jimsky's on 2 warnings already, and on the final corner he goes that little bit too wide.
Nah, that won't happen.
Knowing Jimsky, he's probably not on any warnings at all.
And he's got it. That's it.
Go. P2 for Jimsky. 3. A little cross the line action, which can come back to bite you sometimes, can it, Ryan?
Ooh, it can. But hey, this is honestly one of the cleanest Formula Sundays races I've ever witnessed. No major accidents, only 2 people that gave up.
Yeah.
I think the entirety of Elite should be proud of this.
That was a very clean race. I can't deny it. Very, very lovely. It just seemed to be that everything was handed to Yaneman.
He's had the right strategy.
That virtual safety car literally handed him the
Oh,
win.
saved him. Yeah, saved him. Yeah, yeah, it did. There's nothing else to say. It saved him 4 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah. Pretty tired of the driver of the day.
Of course, because it's based on the most overtakes, of course, not the
It's
final standings.
apparently not based on that because
Really?
there was a race where I started P16, I think it was, got all the way to P2, dropped back, then got all the way, I think, to P4.
Yeah, but no, it's like most positions gained. That's what I'm talking about. So if you start P16 and you end P2, you're probably gonna get driver of the
Yeah,
day. But if you go
but
up to
Solar
P2 and
got
then
it.
drop back down,
Solar got it, and he only went from like P7 to 9.
yeah. But where did you finish? You went from 16 to what?
I can't remember.
Alright, so you probably didn't deserve driver of the day.
Nah, probably not, mate. Go. Have a look at the race director. See how many Seagull actually ended up on. Eventually. There. I'm going through this so far and I can't see Seagull anywhere. Yeah, Seagull lap 35, track limit. It literally just one warning. Oh. But yeah, congrats to Yaneman.
Seagull Zemski dominance is over. We've witnessed it here first.
Yeah. Anyway, Doom should be back next week. Hopefully you don't have to put up with me and Ryan talking absolute nonsense. Semi having
Just
a run about.
waffling about cars. That's what we do here.
Yep. Yeah. Have a good night and
Thank you for watching, people.